Hey, what's up everyone? Pretender here. We're coming up on Season 9 and Delta Force still hasn't offered a duo mode. Now don't get me wrong, Season 8 did bring some good stuff. We got 24/7 solo mode on Layali Easy and solo mode on Damn Normal on the weekends. And honestly, I play a lot of solo mode. But here's the thing, solo mode alone isn't enough. Delta Force desperately needs a duo mode. Now I'll admit right away, I'm probably a little biased. I almost exclusively play solos and duos. But it just isn't me asking for this. I've heard other streamers, content creators, and players in chat and Discord all asking the same thing. Where is duo mode? So today I want to break down why I genuinely think Delta Force needs duo mode and why it would make the game better for way more players than you might expect. Alright, reason number 1. Solos promotes camping. This is probably the biggest complaint I hear. Now in my personal experience, it hasn't been completely unbearable, but there are definitely matches where it gets bad, really bad. You'll have players who don't move, they just hide, wait, and hope somebody walks into the crosshairs. And once you run into that 2 or 3 matches in a row, it gets frustrating really fast. I can't even count how many times I've caught someone prone in the bushes on the hill outside sub, just waiting to snipe someone coming down from visitor or walking out of sub. And look, I get it. Camping is a valid strategy in extraction shooters because there's a lot on the line. But in solos, it becomes over-rewarded. In duos, camping is riskier. You've got to worry about 2 sets of eyes, 2 angles, and actual coordination. Duo mode naturally discourages the worst kind of rat behavior without removing tactical play, and that's a huge win. Alright, reason number 2. Solo mode is lonely. This one doesn't get talked about enough. The other night I went on a 4-raid losing streak in solos, and honestly, I felt alone and frustrated. In solo mode, there's nobody to share the pain with, laugh it off with, or say, yeah, that was unlucky. And on the flip side, there's nobody to celebrate with either. No hype, no clutch moments where your buddy saves you or you save them. Because extraction shooters already have high stakes, the highs and lows are amplified. And when you're solo, those lows hit harder. A huge part of what makes gaming fun, especially tactical shooters, is the social aspect. Duo mode gives you that connection. Alright, reason number 3, solo mode is extremely punishing. Ever have one of those days where your aim is just off, where nothing goes right? In solo mode, these days are brutal. Every mistake is final. There's nobody to cover you, nobody to trade kills, nobody to clutch a bad situation. And Delta Force is already a punishing game. Low TTK, fast engagements, extraction mechanics, gear loss. Every mistake can mean death. And when you combine that with zero margin for error, solo mode becomes exhausting. Duo mode softens that just enough. It's not easy, it's not casual, it's just a little less punishing. Alright, reason number 4, solos will actually prosper as well in duo mode. I run into a ton of solos while playing squad mode. Sure, there are some absolute chads who love the 1v3 challenge, but most of those solo players, they'd much rather take a 1v2 fight. I can't tell you how many times I've played solo in squad lobbies, killed 2 enemies, and then immediately got cleaned up by the 3rd. 1v2 is manageable for a much wider skill range. 1v3 is where most players hit a wall. Duo mode gives solos a better place to land, and that helps everyone. Alright, reason number 5 is operator variety is limited in solos. Let's be real. Almost everyone in solos is playing either Hatclaw, Luna, or Raptor. And yeah, there are exceptions, but Recon dominates solo mode. When you're solo, you're incentivized to run a self-sufficient operator. That means less teamwork abilities and more predictable fights. In squads, you usually see more variety. Sure, there's the pinnacle Luna 3 stacks, but operator stacking is a whole other topic. Abilities complement each other, different playstyles emerge. Duo mode would help bring that back. And listen, the variety of abilities is what makes hero shooters interesting. When everyone runs the same 3 operators, the game becomes more predictable and less exciting. Reason number 6 is squad feel can absolutely be miserable. I'll do it from time to time, but honestly, most of the time it's miserable. Occasionally you'll get that amazing random with a good kit, uses their mic, plays smart, but most of the time you get no mic, recruit ticket, sprinting straight to admin and dying instantly to better geared players. In duo mode, you just need one buddy to make a squad and have equal fights. You play with that one person you trust, one person you communicate with, and that's it. Reason number 7 is duos are already everywhere. Since I mostly play as a 2-man squad, I notice this a lot. There's a ton of duos in Delta Force. When I play squad mode, I run into just as many duos as solos. And I know what some of you are thinking. Just get a 3rd. That's easier said than done, especially if you're older, especially if real life gets in the way. For me, I don't have a huge friend group that plays Delta Force or that has a schedule that lines up with mine. That's why I'm mostly playing solos or duos. And I know I'm not alone in that. I honestly see very little risk for Team Jade to try duo mode. They could release it as a weekend event, rotate it across different maps, Test it and look at the data. Personally, I'd love to play duo mode on all maps. I'd play Space City more, I'd play Brikesh more. Knowing I'm not going to be outnumbered by a 3-man squad changes everything. I love this game, and I do think Team Jade is listening. Solo mode proves that, but solo mode has limitations. Duo mode is the next logical step in my opinion. Queue times already exist on some maps, so let's experiment. Let's spice things up. Let's bring back more players, because I truly believe Delta Force with duo mode would be awesome. Alright, that wraps it up. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you think Delta Force needs a duo mode or you think I'm crazy. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's something free you can do and it helps me a ton. See ya!